Alright. So this here is Donald Duck Quack Attack for the PlayStation 1. Game is also known as Donald Duck Going Quackers if you are using the American version, which we are right here, so I hope there's no big difference in between them. Here we go. The goal is apparently to beat the game, and it's submitted by Doge Mashiba. 3D Donald Ducks?
Hurry up, Donald! Turn on the TV! It's almost time for Daisy's report.
And now please watch this intrepid live report from Daisy, our famous reporter. Daisy, you're on the air.
Thank you, Robert. I'm actually in the foreign kingdom of Murloc, the terrible magician. Now that I've finally found a way to enter his secret temple, we will know what his terrifying new plans are.
He's fantastic!
We can hear him from here. I'll try to walk up to him without being seen. I'll try to get closer. There's Murloc. He's working on a very strange machine.
Who's there? You'll never get out of here.
Let me go!
Daisy is in danger. I'm gonna rescue her.
I can help you reach Murloc's kingdom. With my incredible gyro gamma tubal teleport.
I'm coming, Daisy. I'm gonna save you.
Hey! He left too soon. At the moment, my machine doesn't have enough power. I need your help.
So there's 2 minutes and 15 seconds of really dumb. That's a really cool loading bar. That's a really cool loading bar. But Donald Duck doesn't do good in 3D like that.
Okay, Donald, here's the plan. You have to go to the top of Ducky Mountain and put a reflector dish on the summit. This will produce enough energy for me to teleport you to Duckburg.
Alright. This is not at all what I expected.
Oh, hi, Uncle Donald. What's up? You want to know about these lights? Well, when the yellow light turns on, it means you've completed the level, and when the green light turns on, it means you rescued all my toys from Murloc's evil spell on that level. When the blue light turns on, it means you've beaten Gladstone's record time on that level.
Right? Yeah, so far it feels just like Crash Bandicoot. I guess we'll see. This looks a lot like a Crash stage, doesn't it?
Hello again, Donald. Do you like my Compacto Screenomatic? It's especially useful when I go on vacation. Anyway, before you get started, let me give you some advice that will help you out on your journey. Just visit all of my Compacto Screenomatics, and I'll give you a new piece of...
Jesus, there's so much. Yeah, it's like they've taken the Crash engine and just like changed the colors.
Just down the road, you'll find some stars. Collect 100 of these and you'll receive a free life. There are 3 different kinds of stars: yellow, blue, and red. The yellow star counts as 1 star. The blue star is worth 5.
I get it. Collect the stars. I get it. You don't have to explain it in detail. Learn how to jump. The trick is to do a double jump. Press the simple in the air, press again, you'll double jump. Right? Down this trail you'll find a couple of my courier box gadgets. I'll help you out in your way. One on the ground is called a hopper unit. And the one in the air is called a flapper. Open them up, pass by, and they'll give you a nice surprise. Like, you don't need to explain that. I would have found that out myself, wouldn't I? There's a checkpoint. Hey Donald, let me introduce you to faithful friend Checker. It's temporary, save your progress every time you cross the way you fall in a hole or pass out. Checker will start your journey over the last project. Checker is great. No, he's not a lifesaver, he's a life preserver, but still.
Donald, do you want to know how to deal with the enemies you might encounter on your way? Well, for a quick attack, just press the attack button. You can even try the famous Duck 1 Go Kick. Just press the attack button while you're in the air from a jump, and enemies beware!
This enemy had like... I don't know, but it wasn't many frames of animation. Or maybe it's less bullshitty than Crash Bandicoot.
If you pick this up, you'll become Hyper Donald and you'll run faster than lightning. This will also make you feel better when you're hurt. And don't forget about collecting the small images of yourself. This will add a life to your total number of lives.
This is a pretty broken game.
Uh-oh. Down the path is one of Murloc's magic spell books. Murloc uses these horrible books to cast evil spells on your nephew's toys, which make the toys untouchable. If you hit the book, the spell will be broken momentarily, and you will only have a short amount of time to rescue the toys. If you rescue all 3 toys on every level, I'm sure your nephews will reward you.
Choppy and looks weird. Oh. God damn it. Alright, so that's how it works. But as I said, so far it actually controls better than Crash Bandicoot. Oh, but I die in 1 hit? Why? I was hoping there'd be some kind of like damage system. Shake that ass. Shake that duck butt.
Good job, Donald. You've completed your first level. From here on in, you'll be on your own. Well, almost. Keep an eye
I don't
out for
really
Quackers
agree.
and Flappers.
Crash is really difficult to see what you're going to attack.
Which will help you get to unreachable places. Well, that's all for now. Get going, Donald. Daisy is waiting.
I thought Crash was really difficult to know, like... I felt Crash was really difficult to know where you were, how far you jumped, how far your attacks would reach. I don't say that Crash is bad, but it was really darn difficult from time to time. Wait, why didn't I get the blue? Oh wait, the blue was the speed run. I hope there's less tutorials now. What? Oh, that's a moving platform. I have 10 seconds to move that far. That is very generous of them. Although that perspective wasn't the best. It was really hard to see what was going on. You can barely see your own your shadow. Come on, there we go. These moving platforms. Like, I haven't figured out the moves. You can jump on top of them any way you want, or if they're like invulnerable from the front, or what the rules really are. Oh, you can't just kick those. Timings on the teddy bears are very what do you call it? Generous. This game also seems to have the crash disease of like spraying checkpoints and lives on you. In the early game, you collect a lot of lives, and then you lose them all lately. I hope it doesn't do the monkey magic shtick though, of suddenly giving you unlimited lives, because they realize that, yeah, fuck this thing with lives. Would have been fun to have Doge McShiba around so you could talk about like why did he submit this game? It's always fun to hear like what are people's reasoning for submitting certain games. I actually like this perspective more. I think the gameplay is much better like this. Fuck. This is the perspective that the newer Donkey Kong games uses. And just plays so well. In my opinion. No other buttons I can press to do something. Nope. This thing looks suspicious. Just a feeling. Aww. I was hoping maybe I could dodge the animation by jumping more after catching the teddy. Also, Carfall said he had played this. I mean, I can understand why people like this. And Disney games are seldom... Disney games are very seldom, or really rarely bad. Just that Disney games might be a bit... Disney games are seldom innovative, but they're very rarely bad. Hi, dog. Yeah, give me a moment. Oh boy. Here. Hey. You just want to cuddle, right? Come here. No? Alright. And don't. Cute red panda. The plushie. I bought them when my sister and I visited Hong Kong. We were to... I don't remember what the park was called. Ocean World, I think it was, or something like... No, not Ocean World. It was called... It's some kind of amusement park in Hong Kong. That's where I bought it. It's so cute. My dog really wants. The dog loves that thing, but he can't play with stuff without breaking them. So that's why we have to have it on a high shelf. I really like this angle of the game. I hope most of the game runs like this. I mean, getting the toys are really easy. So far, at least. What is that like fighting state you get into every now and then? I don't get that part. I also don't know if there's fall damage in the game or not. I doubt there is, but you never know. Someone could have felt it was a great idea to have fall damage in this game. But so far it seems like a good game. There's nothing spectacular about it, but it's not particularly bad either. It is your very much cut and dry Disney game. It doesn't do anything wrong. It doesn't do anything experimental or untested. It just takes a well-known concept, puts in some known characters, and then just goes from there. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. But it seldom gets interesting. Can I like save somewhere? Nope. I have 14 extra lives already. I was just gonna say, eventually one of those attacks are gonna stun him. There we go. What? It died? That was far more horrible than I anticipated. Yeah, exactly. I killed it. I didn't mean to. Wait, there's only 5 worlds in this game? Thanks for rescuing my toys. If there's only 5 worlds, we're gonna be done pretty soon. The things a duck will do for a shag. Enter Gyro's lab? Yes. Because if there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 worlds, or is this just to get to the next hub? Alright, so this is to get me back to the... This is to get me to the next hub. I get the impression. Ah, damn it, 3D again. Alright, you did get your double jump back when you bounced off or something. Really, like, appreciate them switching perspective like this. That works surprisingly well, actually. Why couldn't I get that one? That was odd. Now this camera, though. This game is definitely not done for backtracking. What the? I should have realized that earlier. I knew that was gonna happen eventually. What? Oh, Jesus. Although I don't know what getting all the toys actually do. I guess it's more about me being stubborn right now. I've already missed one. Screw it then. It's pretty unfortunate though that I didn't realize that the 2D from the side segments are much better than these. Like these segments. At least in my opinion, they are much better. Some things just instantly kills you, and some things damages you, and I don't really know what the difference between those two are. Right now I'm a happy duck. This stage is surprisingly long. Once you knew the trick, it wasn't difficult. Screw getting the toys, we just need to complete the stages, I guess. At least it doesn't seem to have the crash escape from stuff type of levels, because I really didn't like those. The one when you were running towards the camera. What? I thought the milkshakes made you invulnerable. Oh, apparently not. Tutorial said it makes you faster. Yeah, I guess I read in somewhere else that it made me invulnerable. I don't even think it makes me that much faster, to be honest. Oh, back here? I didn't pay much attention to the tutorial after a while, to be honest with you. It was a bit boring to listen to. Do I need this maybe to make it across here? Some of these jumps are surprisingly tight. I know the tutorial said something about the power orbs as well, but I don't remember what more than you needed to collect them. Oh yeah, I do become faster. You can see that, albeit not by much, but somewhat. That's one of these sideways levels again. Nice. I wonder if there's two in each world, like two 3Ds and two sideways. It almost seems like that. From the little I've seen so far, at least. That toy was really a far stretch. It took me a while to get the context of that comment, Penguin. I must admit. I'm guessing you're a bit behind on the chat conversations, and that's what you responded to. Yeah, the length this duck is willing to go through. This is the weird era of Disney games where they didn't really do anything different on the SNES games, but somehow it all feels a bit slower and less enjoyable. I think like it was the early 3D days. People were trying out stuff and didn't really know like what tempo should you put it on and what pace should you have and what works well and what doesn't. Like had they made the entire game using this view here, this like pseudo 3D, they could have made this game pretty fast and difficult. Because it just works so well. But since they probably want to use... Since they probably want to use the same physics engine. This hasn't done anything noteworthy in the video games in the 3D era. What the fuck's up with these physics on this thing here? Yeah, I was gonna say Kingdom Hearts. Maybe it's not overly good, but it just feels recognized as being a good game. Then I want to say they had a few of the, or many of these like 2D, 3D games they did was at least very well received. I want to say that Disney did make a few good games though, but they never innovated, but they managed to execute a few games pretty darn well. Like, Jesus, that jump is difficult. Like, Aladdin is probably one of my favorite platform games because it just flows so well. It wasn't innovative. Well of Illusion, yeah. And I mean the Mickey and Donald game is also pretty damn good. Which Aladdin, the SNES and Genesis ones. Can you destroy these things? No. What's up with that jump? And what's it called, the one that like goes from black and white in the beginning to a fully colored game? Which one is that? It's Mickey Mouse something. Mickey Mania. I actually thought Mickey Mania had a few really cool ideas. Sure, it's not the best game, but it has a few really cool ideas going. Can I stand on this one? Nope. Yeah, it wasn't perfect. Not by far, but it had a few really good ideas. The World of Illusion, and they have the Mickey and Donald. Is it called Mickey and Donald Dynamic Duo or something like that? Those are really good. There we go, finally. That jump. Some of these jumps in this game are far too tight. They're trying to push the graphics and it hurts the gameplay. Maybe. But they're still really good, I'd say. They are really good. Sure, they're not innovative and they're not overly like... shit. Can I quit out of a stage? Alright, does anyone know, hitting quit here, will that just quit out everything? The loading bar is really good, yeah. No, I did that mistake when we were playing Croc. Of hitting the quit button and just losing like half an hour of progress. I ain't doing that again. No, I did not. In Croc, I did hit quit in a stage level. And it just quit the entire game for me. No save, no nothing. Yeah. I prefer this over Crash. I mean, it suffers from the same problems. Some of the jumps are just stupidly precise. Let's try and see what happens. Restart. Quit? Do you really want to quit? It's 40 minutes of gameplay that I lose. No, I'm too scared. I haven't saved in a while. Come on! Blind jumps, don't you just love them? What? That's a pretty good quote. Oh! That kicked me out. Yeah, I didn't beat the time, but I didn't think it like actually kicked me all the way out. Now we can actually try quitting and see what happens. We missed an entire game in the Sonic Stream collection? What? We did? If they hide shit like that, how am I supposed to find it? There's a cooldown to the quote command, criminal. Or macabre. A ROM file of the game is hidden within Sonic Dreams Collection's program folder and is accompanied by 10 associated and patch files. The translation was designed specifically mystical and will only function correctly on said emulator. Wow. That's obscure. I actually think I'm allowed to miss stuff like that if it's that well hidden. Sort of like we've done a few games that says beat the game. We didn't do the super secret level because, well, they're so difficult to find. Added a nice. I don't like the sound of that. I think the cooldown is like 5 minutes. Or maybe even more. I don't even remember. You can check all the cooldowns if you use the commands command. The commands command. How you wanna phrase that? You'll get to a page which contains the information about cooldowns and commands that are available and everything. Ah, it's commands, not cooldown. There's a lot of different commands that has different cooldowns. God damn it, there we go. Why is someone wasting so much dynamite on trying to blow up a duck? What the? Oh. God damn it. What? I didn't get hit there. One day there's gonna be a secret on the other side of the goal. One day. There's one I didn't get all the toys on. It hurts a bit. But fuck it. Beagle Boys Tower.
Hey, Donald! Prepare to get mashed into duck soup!
Huh. This boss can sort of be summarized as just keep running in circles and you'll be fine. Apparently not anymore. Gonna say, I wonder which parts drops next. Someone called on the phone and asked for Adriana. When I told them it was the wrong number, I heard a scream in the background and he hung up. I wonder what happened to the sound. That wouldn't work for me, Penguin. I always like say hi. I like open calls with my name. Like, yeah, this is Geek. That's basically how I like answer the phone. Haunted Hall. There's quite a lot of content in this game, I must give them. But when you get into arguments, they're like, oh, yes, this is Cake. Hello there, I'd like to talk to Adriana. Yeah, this is Adriana. Wait, you just said you were Cake. No. I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. That was my twin brother. I thought Gyro's boxes were supposed to help me, not be in the way of me, trying to kill me. Yellow. So someone should go no blue. Yeah, I agree, this stage is pretty cool actually. I really wonder where the toy was though. Oh, in there it was. Basically a Crash Bandicoot stage. Yeah, but somehow I die far less in this game to like bullshit stuff than I did in Crash Bandicoot. Scratch that. No, but like Crash, I had... Sometimes I spent like... I don't know, like dumb amounts of time trying to do certain jumps. Is there any mechanic for dropping a game entirely? Two failed to complete and it's gone? You mean like a game is too broken? Because there is... At the moment I can suspend a game if I can't get it to work. And other than that... Oh, well, it gets voted out and... There's no way of like forcing someone to not resubmit it again. Simply because no matter what I do, people can still make submissions. I mean, I can set it so it doesn't get automatically resubmitted, of course. Exactly. And I mean, the sole reason for that is, even if I were to say delete a submission, people could just write the entire submission in again. There's not really anything I can do about it. Ah, the toy timers are very tight this time around. So no, it gets voted out, and then I'll basically write that no, I didn't like this. But if you want to submit it again, you still can. But if you were to fuck with me enough, I could just re-roll if your game wins. There's nothing forcing me to accept the roll. I can re-roll if I feel like it. I can also call for early votes if I want to. I have a button for it. I just use it very, very, very rarely. Oh. I have used it on a few occasions. I think one of the things is I'm really bad at hating games. Like, I can stand most stuff for 90 minutes. Finish wait. What if you complete a game and then the exact game appears with a different challenge? Well, then I'd play it again, I guess. But it's one of those things I want to like protect people from. Because as it is at the moment, people can do that accidentally. I've had a few instances where people have submitted the same game. So I'd like to put up like some kind of notification when people make a submission, if there's already a submission completed or not, with the same title. I'd like to give people a notification. But I mean, sometimes there can be radically different goals in a game, and I can't really think of a way to stop it. It's one of those things that's basically trying to find a system to limit it becomes so complicated that I think it's almost better to just deal with it whenever it occurs. Because trying to formalize a rule around it is nigh impossible. Let's say someone first said complete Mario 2 as only Mario, and then someone comes around and says, alright, so beat Mario 2 but using only Toad. And it's pretty different games, I'd say. Well, not pretty different games, that's probably something of an overstatement, but it's different enough. Like, here, I can't even see the moving platform over there. Maybe it falls once I jump from it. Nope. So, wait, what the There's no way for me to look ahead. Looks like a Digimon. It actually does, yeah. But like, how am I supposed to... Like, I don't see what's coming up here, do I? No? Alright, there we go. That was pretty darn dumb. Crash wants an apology. Yeah, that's That's Crash level stage design right there. Man, I didn't even see that moving platform. I guess this is why the early stages were so easy and let you gather up so many lives. Because you'd start spending them around here. Really hard to see what is furthest away. Hey. It's a really charming animation on the loading bar. I just wish the loading bar looked better. So the bar in itself, the duck pushing it, a really cute detail. I've already beaten 50% of the game. Alright, this is gonna be over pretty quickly. And then it's the strict 2D stages that are just so damn good. But at least they function well. It's not that they're awesome platform levels, but they just work better than the rest of the game. This is just... Yeah, I agree, it's just a Disney version of Crash Bandicoot. Spike ceiling, eh? I ain't falling for that. They were much more generous about checkpoints early on as well. What? Where am I supposed to head? Oh. Having to find that orb is pretty darn shitty. Because if you miss it, you have to replay the entire stage. Oh, I thought they went inwards. I thought they went like this. I didn't understand you were supposed to jump underneath them. Some of these puzzles are really like, how am I supposed to do this? Can I jump above them? Oh, I can. Well, that explained. That's what you were supposed to do. Oh. Saturn emulations improved drastically lately. Ooh, yes, yes. Saturn has also been on my list of consoles like that I might need to buy, because we can't emulate them. So far I know I need to look into getting myself a CDI. But then I need to find a capture device for the CDI as well. I'm not really sure where to do that. But I guess it's just a regular like CRTV, but I don't really know how to capture those. Also, when it comes to the CDI, there's so many versions of them. I really need to talk to, I think it's Gowrox, who knows his CDI. I did press the attack button and ran into the enemy. That's supposed to kill them. Mednafen has done much to drastically improve the Saturn emulation scene. I remember having a lot of problems with like Mednafen and with Yabuzai and all those. I tried it out a bit. It was pretty early on in Journey. We had a request for a game called Astal, but I never managed to get it to work. But then that was like 2 years ago. Not really 2 years ago, it was like 1.5. I think the 2-year anniversary will be somewhere in October. I need to look it up. What the shits? Plumbers don't wear ties? Wasn't that for 3DO? Because I know we played the 3DO version of that game. But yeah, people will request the Zelda games. But there is one game I really want to play, called Laser Lords for CDI. I really want to play that one. Some of these stages are getting pretty shitty, yeah. This is the wrong web browser. Apparently so, Mystery Funhouse. I appreciate you stopping by, but I don't think... yeah. Oh, look at that chain. Look at that chain. Look at that. Jesus. Such disrespect. Donald's attack animation is horrible. It just means you have to be slightly more professional, I guess. Those like saber swinging old ladies are the worst enemies in the game so far. Just due to how difficult their hitbox is to understand. Oh. Whoop. Wait, tattoo assassins? That sounds edgy. That sounds edgy as hell. I mean, it's not an amazing game. These 2D platforming sections are the best part of the game. And you have the 3D Crash Bandicoot-esque parts that aren't closely as good or nearly as good. But these parts are actually pretty decent. Exactly. Crash ruined so many years of like 3D game development because everyone wanted to be Crash. But like Crash wasn't even the best 3D formula, in my opinion. Oh yeah, Klonoa. Damn, Klonoa is so good. Like Toomba 2 has the same Toomba 2 has the same like design. I don't agree there, Penguin. I think Mario 64, like the freedom and the movement of that game is just phenomenal. Give me a freaking checkpoint already. You. Well, Rainbow Ride is an exception, alright? And judge the entire game off of one shitty stage. These sword grandmas are the worst. But like shit like that really gets to me. What the actual fuck is going on all of a sudden? How the fuck do you do this? Alright, this one is good. Really? I'm just gonna skip this. Wasn't that back in the like Apple II days? Game's main issue around now is mostly actually that it's too far in between the checkpoints. There's nothing wrong with what it does. It just spaces the checkpoints out too far. Did I ever find the energy orb? I did, apparently. I don't remember finding it, but apparently I did. PC was huge from like the 80s. I don't know. I mean, home computers were large. Is the goal of beat the game or vote it out a cop-out? I don't know.
Come to your doom, for this is your tomb.
I don't know if it's a cop-out. I mean, if you really think that it's enough, I have a summation, but I don't remember how long it is. You can't jump on those. Can't you look up how long it is? Well, that was my chance to hit her, I guess. I have to defeat these to change face of the boss. There's a third one? Hello. God damn it! Apparently it's 19 hours. Did you ever beat it? Did you ever beat it yourself? That could be the reason why you like remember it so wrong. Why can't I hit her without getting hit myself? They raise their fork just as they're about to turn around. And that seems to always be the exact moment when I jump at them. Wonder if I can just keep running. Hey! Hit her without getting hit. Why'd I get a speed boost all of a sudden? You're firing faster, maybe? It uses some really strange prediction when she fires those fireballs at you. Quality sounds. I think we have unlocked the last world now. I'm not sure. Or it's the second to last, probably. You can now send you directly to Murloc's secret temple. When you directly stop Murloc and rescue Daisy. Ah, so this is the last world. Then there's probably a secret world if you collect everything, yeah. But I've already lost a lot of lives. This is probably gonna get really difficult though in a while. These are laser grids. The reward. These are the stages I mean that like aren't as good as the other ones. Because it is very difficult to know just how far you're supposed to jump. Like when you're close to the edge and not. Alright everyone, so voting has opened. Why doesn't he want to capture that one all of a sudden? There we go. How do I pass this one? Oh, I just run. You can jump on a scorpion? That's pretty rare. Jeez. Wait, you're here, Doge? Ah. You've just been lurking this time, eh? That is perfectly allowed. I do agree, we are pretty close to the end of this one. This one doesn't seem popular. I really don't like these spinning enemies. Not one bit. Oh, you just saw I was live. Guess you gotta join the Discord then. You get the fancy notification. God damn it! Yeah, it doesn't sound at all. You're right. The music is really good, but it doesn't fit the stage the leastest. What the fuck? That jump is difficult. Why are there so many jumps like that in this game? 30 seconds left, Volk. There we go. I really hope I get to reach the end of the stage. I can save. Doesn't look like it. God damn it. Oh well, let's just make a state then, I guess. Make a save state there, in case we come back to it. No, you don't get back to the lobby, and we never tried the quit functionality, so I don't know. Make a save state there, that'll be good enough. Save state and try quitting? Nah, that'll be fine. So where were we? First stage of last world. I mean, it's a decent game. It's not phenomenal, but it works. Ugh. And I'd like to play some more just so we can beat it. And we could even make a good mystery tournament submission out of this. So this game borrows a lot from Crash Bandicoot. both in a good way and a bad way. A good one, that it flows well and looks pretty good. A bad one, in that it has many really dumb jumps and some pretty hard perspectives to work with. But all in all, I want to say some more things. This game does not innovate at all. In a pretty typical Disney game fashion, but it does what it does pretty well. It just isn't anything special. All in all, a decent game. Summarizes it pretty well. It's decent. It's nothing special, really. It just is what it is, really. Yeah.